Yeah, he did.
Huh. Okay. I mean, against the Duke Paladin, that's actually pretty good. You can get a very cheap 8/8 going here, but
Okay, so my apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I was just made aware of the fact that we had no audio on the stream until just now. So
yeah.
I hope that has been fixed. Um, you missed our lovely little preamble at the start, but just now that we're back in it.
Okay, so now that Mullet has used the um now that Mullet has used the second Shadow Word Horror, or at least what he thinks is the second Shadow Word Horror, then he's actually gonna go ahead and toss out the Steward Darkshire, Stand Against Darkness, and one of the 1/1s that he got off of a turn earlier. So,
Yep.
oh, okay, all right, I see. He got the
The Sea Giant was from a Draconid operative.
operative, correct. All right.
And now we are seeing Mullet Don't Give a Fuck has been very kind of. He has used a lot of his premium board clears on quite small boards.
Mm-hmm.
And
He's getting
he's
getting punished for it now.
He's used one main deck Shadow Word Horror as well as one from Shadow Visions on quite small boards. And he had still not at any point seen a Stand Against Darkness, the Paladin's big kind of refill, and even the point where he Dustbreakered away Steward of Darkshire and a 1/1.
Yeah.
This is problematic.
Because as of right now, I don't see a way for him to clear this current board as set up right now, which means next turn that level up is going to get huge, and then on top of that, he can even do a Light Fuse Stegodon potentially in the same turn if he can clear something else off, like one of the 1/1s, which it looks like he's going to try to do right now.
That was a very aggressive play almost from Mullet Don't Give a Fuck, and Rallying Blade level up here.
Oh, this is huge. This is going to be huge here.
Is this lethal? I think
It might be lethal. Yeah, I think it is actually. Yeah, if he swings with his weapon to the face, I think this is lethal.
it's one off. Nope.
Oh, you're correct. It is one off. So,
But I mean, you're putting a priest
but
at one
still.
off who's just Shadow Reaper Anduin, so they've lost their healing here. But Gladness Ooze, Greater Healing Potion, is going to do something. But now these Divine Shield dudes, they are not even going to die to popping the Divine Shield and the Duskbreaker.
No, it's not.
I think that's just.
I think it's game. It is like I don't see a way
of stealing a Divine Shielded Taunt.
True.
With.
But then he can't. But then he can't heal.
But he can destroy the weapon with Ooze for some amount of healing. But I
True.
don't think he can clear up enough of the board after that to really prevent just destruction, especially with a Sunkeeper Tarim in hand. That's going to make it just two dudes trade into his own dude, and that's it.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I don't. Oh, well, actually, he does have Alex Charles. Well, no, healing his own face would mean lethal too, so that's not going to work either. Yeah, ooze. This might be just an Ooze and Greater Healing Potion, and see if you can heal your way out of this. I don't think you can, but
That's a big ask. Really. And how much damage?
yeah, no, that's lethal. He still has 16 points of damage on board, even from the 4/4s. So there's really no reason to play the life he's taking on, but sure, why not? Yeah.
+3 attack here is quite good. You can clear up the entire board as well as.
If it's not lethal already.
that is tremendous.
It was well over. Yeah, it's like he had lethal on board. He didn't need to play the Stegodon, so a little BM there, but not terrible. But Mullet DJF is doing what he needs to do right now. He's won game number 1 and has won with his Paladin, which actually, considering he banned the Priest and left up the Warlock, that's huge for him to go ahead and get that Paladin win.
And he went into the unfavorable matchup. That was exactly the cue he didn't really want. Going into the Control Priest with a dude Paladin. So
I'm gonna say I do want to bring out that Mullet played very conservatively that entire game, which was really great. He knew the board wipes he was up against, and he played it perfectly to make sure that he would not lose a large amount of board, but present just enough of a threat to make Blake feel like he needed to use his removal at that point. So,
you've got the player names mixed up. Blake Hall was the paladin. Mullet was the priest.
I'm sorry.
Of course.
So this is what I get for trying. This is what I try to get for doing the casting and directing at the exact same time that I've just completely lost here. So okay, so Blake actually won that with the Dew Paladin. So all right,
so let's get back into game number 2, where we can see Mullet Don't Give a Fuck is on the big spell mage.
Yeah.
Against a warlock. We don't know 100% whether this is cube or control warlock. None of these cards give us any kind of indication.
So just curious, going back to bans here, is Big Spell Mage unfavored against Priest? Am I missing something here?
It's an incredibly weird matchup that, and different Priest archetypes have different levels of success against a Big Spell Mage. If it was something like a Spiteful Priest, the Big Spell Mage would be in huge amounts of trouble. But Q-Block is not a good matchup for Big Spell Mage either.
No, it is not. No.
It's interesting on the bounds. I'm not really sure which way it goes. And we see a Possessed Lackey, a Cube, and a Dark Pact in the opening hand. Mullet does have one of the most important tools in this matchup, that Polymorph. And there we see a second Cabal Lackey.
All right.
Well for Blake Hall in the opening hands so far. He has no way.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
He has no way of answering this Acolyte, but I'm not sure if he's that fussed. And
I mean, theoretically, if he wanted to coin out the lesser amethyst spellstone, he could, but that's not much value for that. So I think he can do much better than that.
I would like. Wow.
Wow. Okay. That was interesting call there. By Blake, unless he's thinking he can set up.
I think that's just so he can tap this turn.
Oh yeah, because he would have to either go up the coin or something else. I would have probably tapped first to see maybe if you could draw, maybe like Mistress of Mixtures or something like that, so you didn't have to waste that. But
or was he trying to? That was a very strange play.
That was a very odd turn. Yeah, I'm not 100% certain what the plan was with that, but
I think he thought he had a full hand.
I think he did too. He must have. Of course, Mullet is going to go ahead and play the Raven Familiar. He will get his Meteor out. Helpful a little bit later on, especially if there's a bunch of 3/3
an important
guys
thing
running
to
around.
Note from Mullet's hand right now is he has drawn a lot of his big spells.
He has.
He's drawn both Firelands Portal, both Dragon's Fury, and a Meteor. I imagine there's just and a Blizzard.
And you have Blizzard to that too. Yeah.
There's probably one Meteor, one Blizzard, one Flame Strike left in this deck, and then it's only 4 and below spells. So these Dragon Furies later on in the game, from the looks of things, not going to do a great deal. And this Mountain Giant is a problem of itself because you have the Polymorph to counter this, but you really don't want to be using your Polymorph on something which is not a demon in this matchup.
No, you do not. No.
And
I'm gonna say, is he gonna just let this go? I think, or yeah, I can't see him using Polymorph. He could. Well, Dragon's Fury is not gonna kill anything at this point.
Dragon's Fury is looking quite. Ooh, and there we see a second Mountain Giant. So Blake Hall has the option of tapping into Mountain Giant this turn.
Or he could have coined out Lackey and Dark Pacted on the same turn too. But I think he just wanted to apply pressure. He's wanting to say, can you answer this, yes or no?
Yeah, I think in this particular matchup, you often want to be saving your Dark Pact for Q specifically because you're so acutely aware of Polymorph. The lackeys you know will die on their own, and this is going to be a long game, so the lackey will 100% die.
True.
So you're really in no rush in this position, but it does look like Blake Hall is instead going to take matters into his own hands and see what he
Well,
gets.
since this is Q, okay, he does pull the. Actually, have we seen the 5-drop? Is it Doomguard? Have we seen Doomguard yet?
We haven't seen Doomguard, but the presence of Mountain Giant would lead me to thinking this is the more aggressive build of Q Block, which almost 100% is running Doomguards.
I would think so. It's like, of course, I have seen a few control locks running Mountain Giant as well, control locks, I should say. But it's very awkward for it to do that. But if Mullet wants to now, he does have a very nice polymorph target on board right now, with the Void Lord. If you like to go ahead and attempt to get rid of it.
Yeah, but this is another of the kind of awkward polymorph targets. You really want polymorph to be hitting exactly Doomguard. Because if you polymorph a Void Lord, you're not allowing it to die and not creating the Void Walkers and allowing them to die and dilute the Gul'dan pool a lot further down the line. So
okay,
we're just gonna see a Dragon's Fury. Will it hit a 6-drop? It does.
Yes, it does. Yeah, so he's gonna get
an incredibly fortunate pull from Dragon's Fury for Mullet there.
Yeah, it was. It's like
awkward board without using his polymorph. So, and now Blake Hall left with, I guess, just to possess Lackey on this turn.
Yeah, I mean, again, you could possess Lackey again to Dark Pack if you would like, as an option. Or he could, just possess Lackey and see what else comes off, or see what happens next turn, basically.
Yep.
Oh yes, they'll serve me now.
It looks like he's going to Dark Pack here.
Right, so Blake Hall is out of Dark Packs now.
I'm starting to think this is control.
Yeah, we still have not seen a Doomguard.
No, we have not.
And
we're approximately halfway through the deck. I mean, is it there? Possibly, but
yeah, I think just not running Doomguards is just such a bizarre decision that it doesn't seem overly likely. And we are going to see a polymorph. Maybe Mullet is thinking the same thing as you are right now, Force. Maybe there are no Doomguards. Maybe I just want to get rid of Void Lords. Because the upside is you do remove them from the N'Zoth pool later on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And the Gul'dan pool as well on top of that. So
yeah, but like I say, sometimes you want to be adding things to the Gul'dan pool. Sometimes you do not. It's a very fine line you're walking in what is quite a...
Whoop, okay, well there's it there.
Yep. Thought so.
So
not running Doomguard, it's just a very strange thing to do.
Yep. So now, unfortunately, though, because of the way this deck is built, that Doomguard is basically just going to sit in hand until you get a Skull of Minari, correct? Is like, yeah. Or you.
And Mullet has drawn one of the cards he really just wants to see more than anything else in that matchup: the Harrison Jones or other weapon removal, whatever you decide to run.
Right. Yes.
So that Doomguard is just never coming down, and more importantly, we've seen both Lackeys come down. We've seen both Dark Pacts come down. The Skull is going to be Harrisoned, so it's going to be really hard for Blake Hall to assemble any kind of burst damage, and he's going to need a lot of burst damage now that Jaina is down.
Blake can clear this if he throws one of the Doomguards that does not have damage on it into the Water Elemental. He's just going to push. Actually, he may just drop the Doomguard right now and say, just forget it.
Could be some kind of defile thing here.
I think if he would have tossed one of the Void Walkers into the Water Elemental, he would have gotten a defile that would have cleared the board. But as of right now, he does not have one.
Yeah, it seems that Blake Hall really kind of pushed before he decided what he wanted to do with that.
Or actually, okay, I see what he's going to do. He could also double Hellfire too, if you would like. Actually, I'm with the life lead. I'm sort of tempted on that. Yeah.
Coin tap.
Okay. All right. Well, He does get a second defile. That's probably not going to do much for the rest of this match, but
I'm really leaning forward to Mullet's just turn the corner with this game.
yeah, it's like, and this is a good start here. Firelance Porter with the Arcane Artificer.
With Leroy.
And Leroy Jenkins. Wow. All right.
Now that is a pull and a half. You might even see a Rave of Meaning here. You've seen both Hellfires. You've got a lot of 2
Why not?
minions, and you're just pushing damage at this point.
Flame Strike. Wow. How quickly this has turned. Now, if he pulls the second Doom Guard, okay, doesn't have it yet.
Yep, there is the option of...
Oh, if he waits one turn, well, no, he's out of range now. He can't do that. I'm about to say, he could double defile.
I would probably have leaned more towards just Librarian Defile.
Yeah, that would probably have been the better option. To draw and then do that. Yeah, I think that would have been the much better option.
Yep, and...
Well, Mullet's about to gain a bunch of life here. He's gonna defensive Alexstrasza, and wow. Okay, so let's see. He can push 10. No, he does not. Is down to 9 cards and no Gul'dan yet.
Yep, and he's got to be concerned that if he does not kill this Alexstrasza, he might just be dead.
I'd say he might have to Doom Guard Faceless Manipulator, assuming they don't both get tossed, just to kill the Alexstrasza, which is a horrible thing to say, but I think that might be his play here.
I think that is the only way that Blake Hall does not die this turn. Because as we can see, there is a Firelance Portal in hand. In conjunction with the ping, that is exactly 14 points of damage. And the tap means that...
Yeah, that's just lethal.
Dead.
Yep.
So that is game 2.
Game 2 to Mullet, so that will tie the series up 1-1 here. He will win with the mage. It's like, so... Alright, so for Mullet now we have remaining the Paladin and Warlock, I believe, if I remember correctly. No, Warlock at ban.
Yep.
Paladin and Priest.
Yep. Mullet has Paladin and Priest left. The Priest, which we have seen, is a Control Priest, while Blake Hall has the Q block that we've just seen and some variety of Hunter. And I've got to say, that was, the exact... it was exactly like the first match, only just the roles were reversed.
Right.
Mullet was very kind of careful and reserved with his cards. He held on to things until the last possible minute, extracted full value from it. Still did get quite fortunate with that, Dragon Fury into Blizzard. But he was very careful with things like his polymorph. And while Blake Hall was very kind of spendthrift with his resources, using that double defile in that way, using both Dark Pacts on both possessed lackeys, and just I think he was just trying to rush a little bit too much, and in the end that cost him. And so that has brought it 1-1. And we've actually seen 2 unfavorable matchups being won so far.
Correct, yes. It was like, we've seen the 2 that statistically should have lost, but
it's always good to see unfavorables win. And we are getting into match number 3.
We have the Hunter. The Hunter is out, and so far this looks like a Spell Hunter.
Yep, I'm seeing a lot of spells and no minions. So that would lead me to believe. And this is just a good old Murloc Paladin with a Consecration.
I've seen a few of these running around. I think it's in response to the Dude Paladin, which I believe is not a favored matchup for Murlocs.
It is a tricky matchup. Like all aggressive Paladin mirrors are very kind of tricky for each other. And this is a pretty strong opening hand for Mullet.
Yeah, on the other hand, Blake has a pretty rough starting hand, but yeah, Mullet's just going to be playing Curvestone for the next few turns, I think. Especially with hitting the Rock Pool with the buff from Grimscale.
He has essentially got He has got 3 of the highest win rate cards in this matchup in his hand in War Leader, Rock Pool, and Cold Light Seer. Cold Light Seer is crucial in this, because it gets all your minions out of explosive trap range.
It does, yes. And so Blake Hall, his first actual move is going to be next turn with Animal Companion, and it might not even hit anything worth talking about. So
if that gets a Huffer in particular, that is very bad news for Blake Hall. And there's the Yashirai.
Oh, this is good. This is going to be rough for Blake here. I think it's. I mean, I'm not ready to call the match at this point, but I'm. Well, actually, okay. That's actually a good. That was a good pull off. That he got the Misha, he got the buff, or the Taunta out of this. Unfortunately for him, Mullet does have the Murloc War Leader, and he can just toss the 5/2 into this, and then just keep pushing damage with the 5/4.
Yeah, next turn Mullet has the incredible powerful turn of Hydrologist into Cold Light Seer.
Yeah.
Which is going to make this explosive trap almost
useless,
worthless, and Blake Hall is forced to kill command of Murloc War Leader off curve.
And with no beast, is like,
that Spellstone is still not active.
No, it's not. No, the best he's gonna get right now is 2.
2 wolves.
Those are none of those are really enticing options for Mullet. Yeah, Redemption's probably pretty good, especially if you can get a the 1-drop with Taunt Divine Shield and then throw the Redemption behind it. That would be actually pretty decent here.
Yeah, and just getting any body to stick on the board when you have Sunkeeper Tarim in hand is pretty good. And there is the Barnes.
There's Barnes
with no Yashiraj inside.
So I think this might be the turn where, well, okay, he's gonna push damage and he's gonna go ahead and explosive trap here. The good news is even if he tosses down the Cold Light Seer, the Deathstalker Rexar may still be able to clear most of this board up next turn, even with that.
Yep.
Potentially,
be,
so.
There is also the option to just coin Tarim here.
There is. Yeah, and if he suspects that's explosive trap, it might not be the worst idea. But he's actually just going to put 3 bodies on board by being able to cycle that hero power.
I think we may not see an attack.
Maybe not. It's like, yeah, he's just going to hold up. So
opening this Rexar has got so much better.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it's got huge now. It's going to clear 4 of the 5 minions here and put the other 2 within damage range.
Wow.
Yeah, Blake may be getting close to stabilizing this.
I mean, he does have the Wandering Monster into Spellstone with 4 wolves next turn.
Mm-hmm.
But now Tarim at least is able to
keep everything alive.
Range out of this explosive jab.
Wow.
I don't think. Maybe Mullet's game plan here is simply to just ping him down with knife jugglers.
That's a plan. Given the great start he's had, that would be a waste.
Right. There goes the knife juggler.
Yep. I mean, he's going to keep pushing damage, which is fine. And...
Yep, and I think we've got to see a Wandering Monster this turn. Otherwise, there is a strong possibility of Blake Hall still just being dead.
True. And... Yep, he's going to summon the 4 wolves here.
This does contest the board very nicely.
Actually, let's see.
From Mullet's point of view, he's able to push 9 points of damage here. Put Blake Hall down to 5. The way that Redemption's panned out is it's going to take all 4 wolves as it stands just to kill this Tarim. So get 9 damage now. You are 1 Rallying Blade away from lethal. Because with Rexar out of the deck, there is no healing left unless the beast hits.
Well, except for the flare, of course. The flare is going to break that Redemption up.
Yep, so then we could see a Hunter's Mark, and this is a full board clear actually.
Yes, it is. It's like, unfortunately for him, he's still dead unless he has some way to gain life that we don't know about, because Leroy Jenkins is coming down from Mullet next turn, and that will be lethal.
He might be able to bluff his way out of the Leroy with the secret. I think that is the plan. Of course, Leroy is not a particularly common inclusion in Murloc Paladin, so it might just not be on Blake Hall's mind at all.
It might not be. It's like, I mean, if Mullet doesn't throw down Leroy, he's thinking that, say, the second explosive trap.
Yep.
I
think Blake Hall is thinking here that he's played around weapons, so he should be safe.
But it looks like he is going to play around.
Yeah, I think that's just such a risky Leroy. If that were to be explosive trap or a second wandering monster, that would.
And now he knows. Oh, that was actually brilliant. I didn't even think about that. Was get the one drop from the hydrologist to test the secret first. Yeah, Mullet pulls that out by testing for the secret first, which was really, really great.
Yep.
There.
Very astute play there from Mullet, who takes the series to 2-1, and this is now match point for Spicey Boys.
This is not just match point. This is series point now. If Mullet wins this, Spicey Boys are our first team making it to the Sylvanas or to the Ragnaros League finals. So this is going to be something very exciting to see, I think, here. And also on top of that, Mullet kind of going through this season, he's had a little bit of a rough season. I think he was 3-7 on the season was his record so far. And so to get this big win for Spicey Boys, if he's able to pull this off, will be huge. Mullet was 3-7 on the season. Blake Hall 5-4.
So moderate records for both of them there.
Mm-hmm.
And do we know who did these two play each other when the Spicey Boys and ATL last played?
I'll be honest. Let me do a little research on that, as I am not 100% certain on where the seeding was at that time. I don't know if there have been changes in seeds or anything like that. So,
all right, never mind.
Let's see.
We'll find out. So we have just got into the final match. Let's hop on over.
Potentially final match.
Oh, sorry. Of course, it is only 2-1. It is not 2-2, which for some reason my brain interpreted as just now.
So Mullet's got the priest again. And again, Blake Hall, Yasiraj in hand, not where you want him at. You want him in the deck, and you want Barnes out. So
yeah, Blake Hall's not been drawing particularly well with this deck.
No, he is not.
Mullet's already got the most important card in this matchup, the Dustbreaker.
Yes.
Another card which just completely shuts down the Spellstone.
Yeah, it's like
Dragonfire Potion as well, also very good at shutting down the Spellstone. So both Spellstones can now be dealt with purely in hand by Mullet. And that's
Blake is
really strong position to be in against a Hunter.
Yeah, so Blake is actually going to go ahead and throw down the Wandering Monster real quick. See, just kind of line up and wait to see what he gets off of this here. Mullet's going to follow this up, of course, with the Tar Creeper. Good 3/5 taunt on your turn.
And Blake Hall is going to follow this up with a Hero Power Pass. Now that's a incredibly shit.
Okay, so he is making sure that the Hunter's Mark, or the guy thing, will die when he swings at it, thanks to the Wandering Monster. Assuming the Wandering Monster pulls a 1 power. Is there any 0 power 3 drops?
There's a llama.
Eggs.
A Mantide Totem.
Yeah.
There's a few. There's
a few.
Chest. Yep, so just going to test for it now. If this is a 2 attack or lower minion, then there will also be the option... Oh, no. That's quite
never mind.
Unfortunate. And... The Twilight Acolyte you really don't want to be using on turn...
No.
Actually, wait, no. You have seen turn 3 come and go for a Hunter on the coin with no Barnes come out. So I think you're not concerned about that anymore. So I think this is a reasonable use of the Acolyte. And there's some interesting Steward of Darkshire Unleash the Hound synergy, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not.
Oh yeah, actually yeah. If he can, assuming the Steward Darkshire stays around, which I'm not anticipating it to, but assuming it does,
it is dead.
Then, that would have been really interesting there. Mullet's gonna do probably the best turn 5 play here, which will be direct an operative and get something. Well, he could have his own Barnes here. He doesn't have secrets. Unleash the Hounds is interesting option.
I think Unleash the Hounds is interesting, and 5 mana 6/6 is when you don't really have a natural kind of play next turn. You've only got kind of reactive plays. I quite like the Spellstone here. Also, huge information that Barnes is still in the deck.
Yep.
Because against a Spell Hunter, you really like knowing for certain there is no Barnes coming.
So Mullet actually decided to go with the Unleash the Hounds here, which I guess is reasonable given, that there could be a potential for a wide board here, especially with the Spellstones.
Yep, Unleash the Hounds is a pretty strong card, and it could do a fair bit of work in conjunction with the Dustbreaker. Can be good against Rexar beasts later on. I don't hate it. And Blake Hall has got a pretty awkward turn once again. And Mullet is kind of starting to put the pressure on himself here.
Yeah, it's Mullet's actually being the relatively aggressive deck this time against
Yep, so
against the Spell Hunter. It's
getting the value trades on that Dragonid Operative, but it doesn't really matter because there's another one. There's even the option to even Cabal Shadow Priest this Hound, get and test for a secret that way. There's a lot of options for Mullet here. And
it really is, yeah.
All of them are fairly good.
I like another Dragonid. I like another Dragonid Operative here. Oh, okay. Animal Companion's cool. Arcane Shot, just 2 damage anywhere.
I think Animal Companion's a really strong card.
I think so.
You can just play a really strong card.
Yeah.
I like playing good cards.
Again, he actually goes with a surprising pick here, Kill Command, which, as far as I'm aware, he doesn't have any beasts to get the full synergy of that.
Hounds. He's got
he does have Unleash the Hounds.
Kill Command.
Synergy.
Maybe he's thinking about lethal at this point. Because, that's the classic Face Hunter lethal. Unleash the Hounds, Kill Command, Face.
Yep.
Candle Shot, again, not the card you want to see.
Not this late, at least. Oh, and picked up Leorca. That's probably about the worst of the options.
They're all fairly bad in this spot.
Yeah.
Even Misha does incredibly little work. Could have gotten and ooze away a Candle Shot, gained 1 life.
Is it base power?
Just
attack.
steal it.
Or just steal. Yeah, I like this. Just steal the. Well, if you're gonna steal the Leorca, I would rather you done it first. But.
Wow.
Oh wow! What? Oh, that's a punish. That was a. If you had taken that first.
Punished for not taking Leok before he attacked, then his operative would have been alive.
That was rough.
Still doesn't really make a huge impact on the game as it stands.
No.
Finally gonna see this Dustbreaker come down, I would imagine.
Yep.
And Blake Hall just chipping away at this face, down to 18 health, with no healing in hand, but not gonna have the hugest impact.
Yeah, no, this Dustbreaker is just gonna clear out the board and gonna allow him to push 7 damage here.
Yep, and I do actually quite like the ooze here, because your Leok is going down to 1 health. There is actually a fair bit of merit to. Nope.
Oh, he's just pushing face.
I kind of like this.
I do too, actually. Yeah, I kind of like.
He's setting up like if assuming the Leok will die this turn, but if not, I think he was setting up a kind of 2-turn lethal there with the Leok Unleash the Hounds. Oh.
Yeah, he's gonna kill Leok. I was gonna say, if he doesn't kill Leok, that's a big mistake here.
Yep, I think if he didn't kill Leok, he would have.
He was dead.
Yes.
All right, so. Interesting. We're on turn 9. He could. Actually, he'll lose his Cabal Shadow Priest if he does this. I'd say he could potentially Primordial Drake and just, worry about it. Dragonfire pushing would be okay. He's actually going to draw here, which I do like this. I think is.
Nope, he's just going face. Mullet smelled blood.
Yeah. He says, I don't even care about saving my own thing. I'm just going to say, can you answer this?
And as it turns out, yes.
Yes.
But he would have to use a kill command, and that's looking pretty integral to Blake Hall's chances of winning it right now. Alternatively, he could kill command face and use the 2 wolves and the arcane shot to kill the primordial drake.
That would be an option.
He could coin Yashiraj to pull Barnes out of his deck, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna kill command that. Actually, yeah.
Pardon?
What the? I don't get that play.
Pardon?
Did I miss something there?
No, he did kill command, putting it down to 3 health. Then he arcane shotted it, then attacked with a 3 health. I think that's just a misplay.
Yeah. I think it was, yeah.
Unfortunately, and might be a pretty big one.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to heal back up. Mullet's gonna be able to heal back up 5 more here, but yeah, I mean, next turn right now for Blake, it's looking like Yashiraj pulling Barnes. Well, okay, forget that play. I was gonna say Yashiraj pulling Barnes, but it'll just be a naked Yashiraj, nothing else.
That's. I was gonna say that was actually unanswerable by Mullet, but he then draws Shadow of Death off the top.
Yeah.
So that is. I think that was Blake Hall's last chance. Just went. Yep, Mullet gets that.
Yeah.
Well played. He knows that this is done because these hero powers are just gonna kill Blake Hall now. That was a huge top deck.
That was. Yeah, he got exactly what he needed there. So it looks like we have our first Ragnaros League Finals team with the Spicey Boys. Coming through, Mullet getting the big win here. And yeah, they're going to be facing off against the winner of HSA versus... okay, alright. So I guess blow up the weapon, just why not?
Yep, this is just at this point. There's been a pretty heated rivalry going on throughout this week between the Spicy Boys and always Topdeck Lethal, and Spicy Boys have backed up the smack talk.
Yeah, they did. Yep, and we have our first finals team here. Oh, actually, sorry, I was looking up something. No, actually, Mullet played Hockey Boys in week 6, so he lost to Hockey Boys, so they did not get a chance to play each other. But Mullet getting the big win here, that he needed to end up putting Spicy Boys in the championship. So, sorry, I was just looking to see if we had any more results because PSA were also 1 game away from winning. So I don't know when they were planning to schedule their matches or play or anything else here, but let's see if they actually have any other additional results. Sorry, give it a second. Yeah, still 8-3. So 1 more win. HSA could be facing. Could be going against them next week
once again, possibly.
Yep.
Those damn pesky kids.
Yes. 3 out of 4 seasons is impressive, regardless of however you say it. I mean, back-to-back winning, awesome. Is like no team had ever done that in Team Hearth League before. But getting to the final, if they do get to the finals 3 or 4 seasons, that'd be pretty impressive.
That'd be super impressive. They should just give someone else a shot. Just disband.
Yeah.
Move on to
do something. Do something to help out with that. So. But yeah, so congratulations, Mullet. Congratulations, Spicy Boys. That means also we should have. I don't know who the captain of Spicy Boys is, but we're gonna have them on Tavern Talk next week.
Wolfmac is the captain of
Wolfmac.
Spicy Boys. Okay,
so hopefully we can get Wolfmac on stream with us to discuss the finals next week. So it will definitely be very exciting.
And who will be alongside him?
Probably Sage, but
because getting Dexter on Tavern Talk would be quite difficult, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Is Sage still the captain of HSA? Yeah, I think he is. So, yeah, maybe Sage, Wolfmac, or they may send people from their team to Smack Talk the finals anyway. So,
Yep, there will
but
if it is a Spicy Boys HSA final, there will doubtless be a ridiculous amount of trash talk happening throughout the week. You know,
you'll catch it on Facebook. You'll catch it on Discord. You'll catch it everywhere. They will be trash talking the entire time.
Yep, those pesky children, just mouthing off once again. I look forward to it. Makes Discord that little bit more interesting. Just remember to not be too much of a dick.
Yeah.
The general rule. So, yeah, I think congrats once again to the Spicy Boys for making it to the final. It's been a pleasure watching a new team kind of rise up like this. They've got some pretty fantastic players. Wolfmac is a fucking demon.
Yeah, it's like a shared Sylvanas League MVP with Twitters this season. So
just those two names have been like all we've heard this entire season. Wolfmac Switters, Wolfmac Switters, everything. Just constantly winning everything they play in. So pretty impressive stuff from both of them. And the rest of the team is pretty good. I'd like to give Cakes a shout out for having my favorite name in the league. I just really like saying Cakes.
Yeah, it's like Cakes was going to play tomorrow. I think we're gonna have it on stream. So
it is now an exhibition match, though.
It is now an exhibition match. Yes. So
hopefully some memes.
Yeah, it's like so. Next week is going to be very interesting. I wish I could tell you what the stream schedule is going to be for next week. As of right now, I don't know what the stream schedule is going to be for next week. So, but
the players need to schedule the matches, and we need
to
get them to schedule it at a time where we can stream it.
Yep. So, but hopefully we will do what we did for Sylvanas League. Hopefully, we will have a Sunday stream, to cover the finals. So. Hopefully we have all the players ready on time for their match. Yes. Hopefully we don't have a Dave Pettam situation from last week. Dave Pettam. We're waiting 40 some odd minutes to start the last match, but
yep. So hopefully there is not an extended period of me just slowly losing my mind on stream. So
I don't think we'll run into that situation again. Hopefully. So.
Fingers crossed, guys.
Again, that's hopefully, but
right. So
anyway,
that is it from us at Salty Saturday. We just had a nice short broadcast for you all this afternoon. So everyone, I've been Robobson. This has been Force as well, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Yep.